Hello, everyone. So I will be going live tonight with author Vanessa Fleeton, and we will be discussing some things. I wanted to share this knowledge with my community. Now, that's one thing you're going to learn about me. I do interviews with a lot of business people, the hair industry, business people, all walks of life people, people who I feel are not always credited for the good in life that they do, and they should be. I will put them on my platform and give them the opportunity and the chance to grow and be be different. And so tonight, my guest will be on at 7 o'clock. I wanted to start a little early so I can talk to my community so you all know what's going on here. Okay? So just know that that's what we're doing here tonight. All right? That's what we're doing tonight. All right. Yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing amazing. It's been a busy Monday. I will say that. It's been an absolute busy Monday. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be live on 2 pages tonight, talking to the beautiful people. Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're getting it. We don't need nothing falling. We don't need nothing falling. Zone. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? I will be doing the interview tonight, so I hope that. Thank you, Brecken and Brinley. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tonight we're going to be discussing these two books with my friend and author. These two books right here. And again, I definitely like to showcase businesses on my platform, people that I think are important that need to get their business out. Um, and people who I know are just great in general. And so I'm definitely excited about sharing this journey tonight with my followers and my beautiful community. Thank you for subscribing. I need all of you all to hit that like button tonight because this live really means a lot to me tonight. And so just join in and definitely take a listen because it's going to be something great going on here tonight. Okay. And these two books are the books Pushing Through Pain to Your Purpose. We all need that. And Preparing Today for the Life You Want Tomorrow. And this is one author who wrote these two phenomenal books. And I am so excited to have her on with us tonight. Okay. So let's see. All right. Hold on one second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on a second, everybody. I'm making sure I get my guest on here. Okay. So My name is Regina. Of course, you all know. I thank y'all for loving my photos and my videos on my shorts. My pages are growing. I'm on both pages live tonight. I thank you. Thank you so much, Winter. You're beautiful too. And I thank you so much for helping me, supporting my channel, supporting my journey here on YouTube. It isn't an easy journey, but I said I'm going to take this journey and take these opportunities to not only help myself, but help other people. And so tonight I have a beautiful businesswoman who will be coming on, joining us tonight. She will be talking her journey. She went to Dubai for 30 days. 30 days in Dubai. And we're not going to take that for granted at all. So 30 days in Dubai. And she is going to share her story with us tonight. And I'm excited about that. Yes. And so, we're going to do that. Um, everybody know I'm a hairstylist of over 38 years and a businesswoman, and so I'm using my platforms, my apps to bring forth um, education, knowledge on so many aspects. Not just hair. Not just you know posting. I want to bring you knowledge and education and things that will be of goodness to you all on my platforms. And if you are somebody who are pushing through the pain to your purpose, you're pushing through the pain. If you are somebody preparing today for the life you want tomorrow, then these are the books for you. And they're located on Amazon. She's an Amazon author, and her books are located other places also. But she will have the opportunity to tell you all that. Okay? And I'm thinking I might have to, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let me get my girl on here. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to wait for her or not. But I might have to go out and come back in. And that's okay if I have to do that. Thank you, Not Clips. Thank you. Yes, I'm a real person. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Um, I think my guest is gonna pop in, or how am I gonna do it? Okay, there she go. Good. I think she's coming. Let's see. All right, here she is. Hello, beautiful.
Hey,
How
Queen, how are
you
you?
doing?
I'm good.
Well, good, 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 good. You are live on well, the largest channel that I have on YouTube, which is my hair channel, but I get more views on this channel, but I'm going to share it other places. But first I want to say thank so you know where you at. But first, I want to say thank you. You're my first interview of 2025. And I want to
Well,
say
thank
thank
you.
you for accepting the challenge to come on and tell your story. I was just telling my people that, my platforms are not just for posting and things like that. God has used me to, love people. And when I love people and He showed me people, I'm just obedient. So when I saw your name on Doris's post when she said, "Well, what is the highlight of what you've done in your life?" And you said 30 days in Bali, it was like a first love went off, right? And I said, "Okay, God, okay, I'm gonna be obedient." And so when you accepted, I said, "Okay, this is working." When you be
Okay,
obedient, it gotta work, right? So I'm like,
it
okay.
gotta work.
so, I feel like, not only I want to hear your story, but I feel like God wants you to tell your story. And a lot of people,
Yes.
you have gifts and talents and all these things, and you hold them in. But the
Right.
world needs to hear you. So
Right.
I'm a small podcast, but I'm big with God. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
And
That's all
he
that
can
matters.
and he can move things how he want to move them. He can shake them how he want to shake them. I'm just gonna be obedient, right?
Okay.
So I
Right.
have your two beautiful books here.
My babies.
Your baby. So I want to start this off with you telling us a little bit about yourself before we get started. But we're gonna talk about the books first and then we'll get into Bali.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So because I know
Okay.
these are your babies. So this is I think this is first. Okay, we want to hear a little bit about you.
So I am from the Washington D.C. area. Was raised in D.C., born and raised in D.C. Left to come to Maryland at 13. So
Okay.
I stayed D.C. born and Maryland raised. I claim all of it.
Okay. Okay.
um, Went to Forestville High School, graduated from PG College and Bowie State University.
Okay.
And 10 years ago, I retired from the federal government. Can't believe it's been 10 years. God worked that out.
Time flies.
God worked that out. Yeah, after 30 years of working. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
kind of the gist. Yeah, I'm an author, speaker. Love what I do. Was born
Okay.
to talk, and
Good.
that's
Well,
short. Yeah.
good. That's good. Well, I lived in we are a military family, so I lived in Hanover, Maryland
Okay.
for about 4 years, and I really did love that area. I loved Hanover. I was right across from the casino and the
Okay.
mall. Yeah, so I can't right off the back of my head the name of the casino, but it was just a great neighborhood. I walked everywhere.
Wow. Is it Merlin Live? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Maryland Live is the
Uh,
casino will come to me, but Maryland Live is it. But the actual name will come to me in a minute.
Okay.
I'm blocked right now.
Okay.
But what I love about preparing today for the life you want tomorrow, the 8 steps to pursue your dreams. I enjoyed this book. I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit, and then you can like share it with me. What was your total? I know I read it, but for the people who hadn't read it, what is your total purpose for this baby?
So she was written, and I say she, I don't know if that's just she,
Yeah, that's
was
fine.
written was
Yeah.
written after I retired.
Oh,
So um I had no idea I would retire early. I had no idea. I just knew that when I heard the speaker, Dr. Willie Jolly, who did the forward, I heard him years ago at Howard University.
okay.
And he said something that just kind of spoke to me, and I was excited, but I felt just something inside that was like, oh my gosh, because if that's all you know, that's all
Right.
you know to do, and you just think you're going to be there until, as they say, in your 60s or whatever.
Right.
And so when I heard it, I was like, I'm not gonna be there to the end. I'm not gonna My life is gonna change. It's gonna be something different. It just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks.
Right.
And then when I look back, when you look at the sand in the middle, those are my footsteps. I
Okay.
was on vacation.
Okay.
I was on vacation. Those are my feet. I was in, I can't remember what beach it was. And so I said, you know what, God, I prepared for this years ago. I didn't know it would happen so soon, but I
Right.
prepared years ago by watching my spending, by investing my money, by
Okay.
being frugal, just everything I was doing. And the pictures you see on the front are pictures of um one. Okay, so the top left one is me editing that book, me
Okay.
speaking. Someone who may love photography, someone who may love to work out. I'm still working on that. Um,
Okay.
the upper right side is me 1 month after I retired, celebrating my birthday in St. Thomas.
Okay.
And let me see the other side again. See. And then as somebody graduating, just different things that you may want to do to pursue your dreams. So I
Right.
have eight steps to pursue your dreams. And I talk about faith, family, your future. I just break it all down. But you have to prepare today. You can't
Right.
wait 5, 10, 20 years ago from now and
Okay.
start preparing. whatever
Okay.
you want to do, you got to start preparing for it. So I thank God that I did prepare because I didn't know it was coming so soon.
Okay. Well, someone in the comments asked, where can we purchase the books? Are they
You can
available
go
on
to
Amazon? Yes, they are available on Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Yes.
Yes,
And
Amazon.com. Or
I
if you
will
local, if you're
mhm.
local to the DMV, I can meet you if if we're in the same area and you just want to
Okay.
meet me and get a copy, that works as well.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I will write the names in the pin it in the comments. But I
The
want to
comment.
say what I loved about this book. The This book really that stood out. Step 3, and it says setting goals. And I wanted to highlight this for the viewers. List 5 goals you can set to start working towards stepping out on faith. It's a new year, it's a new beginning. Everybody has something that they want to do and wish to do. This book has it all for you to start you on your journey. And so, right, you have it where you can write it down. Some people need to
Mhm.
write things down,
You
to
do.
kind of lock it in your brain. And so that was the highlight. I love that. I really love that about. I love the whole book, and I'm a visual
Thank
woman,
you.
so I just grasped and just took it in. The whole book, it just kind of like confirmed who I am, and just gave me a boost to just say,
Right.
"Girl, you still that girl," knock the dust off, knock the dust off a little bit, girl, because you still that girl. So
Right.
that's what I got from this book, and I got that.
Right.
So I haven't wrote. I'm going to actually gift these books to one of my best girlfriends in New York,
Oh,
who
okay.
literally needs both of these books right now. So that's
Okay.
why I didn't write or anything, because I'm going to gift them to her when this interview is
Okay.
over. I just wanted to show you how dedicated I am to this interview, how important it was that I had to have these books present with me.
Yeah, I appreciate
Because
it.
when God tells me to do something, I'm going all in because I got to get my blessings, girl.
That's right. That's right. But you know what? You do have to write things down.
Yes,
And
you
it's
do.
not about being a new year, New Year's resolution. You start whenever. But then
Right.
sometimes people, New year, I want to start off fresh. And I do write down goals at the beginning of the year.
Hmm.
It gives you, just, I guess, an extra excitement. But I
Right.
have to write stuff down. I have my goals on the wall next to my bed because I had started writing that list down right before I went on my trip just so I can, keep track of everything. So
Right.
now I have a poster board right next to my bed on everything I want to accomplish. I guess by, before the year is out. So you have to write it down because that holds you accountable and
Yes,
it
it do.
gives me a sense of accomplishment
Yeah.
when I check off something. I don't
It's
know what
like
it is. It's just something about that check.
this book is like the best start of a new year, like the vision board. This is
Yeah,
like this is the vision board to me for people who starting. You start in the year, you start your new start. You need this book. You need
right,
preparing today for the life you want tomorrow. And I don't care how
right,
long you've been in this business, I don't care who you are. We all starting at the beginning of the year. And just like I
right,
said, it gave me a refresher of who I am. It gave me a confirmation of who I am. So you never too big or too small to accept what God allows. You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
sometimes we get dusty and we need to
right.
knock the dust off. And so this is what that did for me. Okay. And so
Good,
this
good
book, pushing through the pain to pursue your purpose. But pushing through the pain to pursue your purpose, right?
purpose.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always the purpose girl. I'm on purpose. That's me. Purpose, purpose, purpose. And girl, you got some good books. Hands down,
Thank
I
you.
love it. And so the highlight for this one is I highlighted it. Where did I put it? the divorced the divorced Christian. That is the one. That's me. Okay. That's me. The divorced Christian. Um, you know, praise God. The whole thing. So I'm not even gonna give away all the nuggets tonight. But
Right,
if you are a divorced Christian, this is the book for you.
right.
This is the book for you. And let me see, because I thought I highlighted my little section. Oh, here I did. So this is I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna let you say what was your purpose for this. I wondered how my ministry to women would be affected if I gave in. I wouldn't be able to tell them to wait for their husband. How would my testimony change? How would that situation affect the anointing that I knew was on my life? And what that means, people who don't get it, is when you a woman of God and God puts you in front of people, in front of women, because I have a women's ministry as well. So that's why it touched me. You can't be out here doing things that you teaching other people not to do.
Right,
Okay, so that's
right.
what this is. This why I love this chapter. Okay, I'm telling you, y'all get on down to Amazon, or like she said, if you in the DMV area, chapter 5 stood with me because it's a lot of things a girl can't do when she's working for the Lord and she's being a
Exactly.
light in a dark tunnel. People depend on you, people look up to you, and then you can't fail them because you're being sucked in by temptation. Don't let
Yeah.
temptation suck you in. So you can tell us about this book. What was your
Okay.
thing? How you came about with this?
So that book was written when I was going through
Okay.
in the government. I can't tell you. Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother book or YouTube session or whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out to the world because it's not enough for a whole book. But I have three more in me that just really needs to get out. So I
Yes.
was going through so much, and so I realized that the pain that we go through is not for ourselves; it's for somebody else. So I always say, okay, how can I make a difference? How can I make a difference? And my uncle, God rest his soul, used to say, Vanessa, you can't save the world. But
Right.
that's not true. I can't save the world, but I can make my impact. Like you said, if those books go to New York, okay, we got DMV, we got New York, and they went to another country because somebody took them to another country. So it may not be the entire world, but it's going to be somebody. It's going to be
Right.
somebody in each state,
That's right.
country, whatever.
That's right.
That's going to so. I was going through I can't tell you, I went through so much. So just when I look at my childhood, when I went through look at everything I've gone through, it is to help other women.
Right.
And when I think about one of the secrets I exposed in that book, and I'm not going to tell you what it is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a secret that I would have went to my grave with. I wouldn't have never shared it because nobody ever knew except maybe three people that
Okay.
was close to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I look back on my life and I can't keep regretting it or feel shameful or
Right.
whatever because I made it through.
That's
But it
right.
was something so close to me that I was like, God, I can't tell this. But that was the thing that God was like, that could save somebody's life. That could change somebody's life. You got to put that in there.
Right.
So it was just to show, people that whatever you've gone through, you got to help somebody else. You
That's
can't hold on to it. You can't take it to the grave because who is
right.
that going to help?
And
So
it's
that's
a
when I
lot
wrote
of
that
it's
one.
a lot of wisdom in the grave that could have
It
helped.
is.
It's a
It
lot
is.
of
A lot of books
businesses.
go to the
It's a
grave.
lot of
Yeah,
knowledge. It's a lot of hope and dreams went into that grave, and a lot
it
of
did.
silent hurts from women went with them to that grave.
Right. And it healed
We
me a
don't want
little
to
bit.
be that.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of crying, surprisingly. It healed me a little bit. But when you
Okay.
talked about the divorce part,
Hmm.
at the time I was a Christian, of course, people, have something to say about that. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we all sin. I don't know who made it that sin is the number that divorce is the number one sin. Da, da, da. It is not.
Mm-mm.
We all sin. I went to God. I said, God, forgive me on
That,
this one.
that's
I
right.
would not be back to you again
That's
about this
right.
particular sin,
Come
but give
on.
me another chance. He gives
That's
all
right.
of us another chance. We all need grace and mercy. We
Right.
all sin. But
Right.
some people act like that's the worst thing. How can you? It's not the worst thing.
Right.
It's not. So that's what prevented me from making the mistake again that leads me to the point that you just talked about
Mm-hmm.
as far as how it affect my testimony. And when
Right.
you said that part,
Yeah.
I was like, because I recently was tempted to the point where I can't say I went all the way there,
Yeah.
but I went far enough with this guy
Mm-hmm.
that God was not pleased.
Okay.
Even though he wanted to marry me, we
Okay.
wasn't married yet. And
I
so I will
read that in the
always,
book too.
right. I will always look at that. I'm like, oh my gosh, how would it affect? So this particular guy, so this is a new situation.
Okay, okay,
This
okay,
is new. Yeah, this is last a couple of years ago. He was a
okay,
deacon
okay,
at the church.
okay,
And I was like, oh my gosh, how would this fit? So those are the only two times since I've been divorced. It's been almost 20 years. The only two
okay.
times I've been in a relationship
Hmm.
where I was almost tempted to go all the way there.
Right, right,
Didn't
right.
make it all the way there, but I still
So,
went far enough where it's like,
so
no, girl,
sis,
no.
but sis,
What?
so the deacon wasn't feeling guilty.
Girl, you know what? Christians are always Christians until you get behind closed doors
Uh
and you got
huh.
to really put up or shut up. It's like either we're going to do this God's way or we're not. So when it comes
Right.
to fornication, for some reason, they always okay with that. So I've heard them
I know.
say, he
Yeah.
said, yeah, he
Mm,
said it, and another guy I had met at the bank said it before him. They
mm,
said, oh, in the Old Testament, see, when they start
uh,
saying that in the Old Testament, girl, run, run, girl, run.
right.
In the Old Testament, when you lay together, that that means you were married. So
Mm,
I was like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about with that. I don't know
right.
where you trying to come. In
Right.
the New Testament, when
Right.
you lay together, you're not married, it's fornication. I don't care how you slice it. So that's them trying to rationalize it so they won't
Right.
feel guilty. Oh, you're going to be my wife anyway? Yeah, but I'm
Right.
not. So
Right.
how can you go and preach and teach in front of God's people? And
Right.
then you come right back. I'm just like, how are you not? What's going on?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
my testimony, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe. So I really had to go to God. I really had to
Yeah, I've been
not beat
there.
myself up too much and
Mm,
say, okay, God, I am human too. A couple of people in 20 years, okay, girl, I think you,
yeah.
okay, I think
Yeah.
you doing pretty good. You ain't perfect, but you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. My mom, I admire her still to this day. She's deceased. She died in 2017. She
Oh,
was
sorry.
apart from my dad 20 years. They died 20 years apart. And when I tell you that woman was like, I'm good, she was like, I was married to your daddy for like 30 years. She said we was teenagers until death did us part. She was like,
Right.
I had a man. Like I had a man. I went through it with that man up and down and in and out. I'm good on men. And I used to be like, Mom, but you're so young, you're so cute. She was like, I'm good on men. And so now I see myself, I'm good on men. I'm like, God, you got me through the roughest patches, and I'm still here, disease free, mind free. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I'm good. Sometimes you got to know when it's time to check out. You gotta know when it's your checkout time. Like, I survived. You see what's going on out here?
Right.
I survived. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's terrible.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah. And
good.
so that
So,
that kind of makes you think like, okay, let me step back for a minute. Now I do want companionship. I do want to get married again, but
yeah,
I'm in no rush to run out here and just to get
right,
anybody. And I was
right,
definitely deceived because it was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I
right,
thought I had dreamed
right,
about this person.
right,
I thought it was, but the enemy knows what you want as well.
right.
So that was definitely a trick. So instead of, he was sent to be my handyman, not my husband.
Come
That's
on,
a whole
somebody.
different book.
Come on,
I
somebody.
took it all the way there. I was love bombed. I learned the meaning of narcissism. I learned the meaning of just so many different things.
Oh, wow.
Abuse,
Well, I'm glad
non
you
physical,
won.
but it
I'm
was
glad you
abuse.
won.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
won.
I had to get out of there.
Okay, okay, okay. But those are the testimonies from the books. Yeah, that's how juicy these books is, y'all. So we done with the author part of this segment, and thank God for these books, and they definitely life changers. You meet it, you see in the author right here. You don't get it no better than that. And you see how authentic she is, and just resilient to her stories and her truth. So y'all
Right.
go ahead and support her, because that's the whole reason that we're talking about these books. Those who can. Now the books on Amazon, they are how much about?
They're $12.95.
You can't
Only
be
$12.95.
12.95.
You can't.
Talking less than $30 for this wisdom. Go ahead and get both of them. And like she said, if you in the DMV area, look her up. And Vanessa A. Fleeton, that's what you look up on Amazon, and her books will pull up, everybody. And I will
Yeah.
link it later on.
Thank you.
So now I want to talk about 30 days in Bali. Oh my God. So this next part of the interview, she's going to tell us how it was to live in Bali for 30 days. Now
Oh my
I'm
God.
ready. I'm ready. I need to hear that. Uh, so my first question is, let's talk about the things you did not enjoy first.
Okay.
The things you
So
did
okay, let me
not enjoy.
okay, so a little background. I've never lived anywhere outside of DMV.
Okay. Okay.
I've never gone on vacation for more than 2 weeks. I did that twice in my life.
Wow.
Never been anywhere
Okay.
for that long. And so I was like, I need to get away because life is life, and I'm tired of adulting. I've been adulting since I was 16, been on my own since I was 21,
Mm-hmm.
doing everything. Married for a few years, had a little help for that time. But
Mm-hmm.
I've done everything myself. Everything falls on me. I've done, and I just got tired. I was like, well, I'm just tired. I want to not have to drive for 30
Right.
days, not
Right.
have to cook for 30 days, not have to worry about this and worry about that.
Right.
So I was like, I want to get out of here. And I heard people talk about, oh, it's beautiful. The people are so nice. It's this, it's that. I followed them for a while. And I said, I'm going to do it. I had like 3 months to plan it. I wouldn't
Okay.
advise doing that. But I had to move quick because I had to get out of here.
Right.
So, um, so what I did not like is when you're on a trip that long on the plane and you don't have good playmates,
Okay.
it can make for a bad trip.
Oh, okay. Company.
So,
Company.
um, so yeah, the other passengers.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just like, so it's like a 24-hour flight. Of
Okay.
course, it was a layover. It was a
You
layover. Yeah,
did.
that's a long flight. So it started off that I was in the middle seat, and the guys, instead of them sitting together, they're talking across me and they're passing things across me.
Oh.
So I was like, can y'all sit next to each other? I got so frustrated. I was like, okay, I'm about to really slam go off up in here. So I was like, okay, okay. And then the next time somebody, want to keep coughing and sneezing, I got on my mask,
Oh.
and my mask is like killing my ears because I had it on for so long.
Right.
And it's just different thing. I'm just like, I want a pleasant trip. This
Right.
is just too long not to have a good, a good
Time
trip.
in the air. Right.
So, right. So I got this. So before even leaving, my neighbor was gonna pick me up the day before. She got the days mixed up.
Oh. Oh
The day
Lord.
before, I said,
Not
"No,
your
girl, it's
neighbor didn't
tomorrow."
pick you up. What?
Then my driver in Bali, her daughter was in a car accident. So we've been communicating, and it was just hard to communicate with her. And she would just go round and round and round. So she had to send me another driver,
Oh wow.
and he was there the day before. She was like, "Are you coming?" I
Oh
said, "I am still in DC Friday night, so you
wow.
won't be here. I can't. I won't be there for another day. Why is your driver? Why didn't you read the information I sent you?" So
Right.
it was a whole bunch going on, a whole a whole lot of things happening. I was like, God, what is going on here?
Right.
What's really happening here?
Right.
So
Right.
get there, and then so my first night there, when I tell you, I don't know, I still don't know what was the reason to all this. Okay, I got there, and the lodging was cheap. I had to get it cheap because I'm there for 30 days. I
Right.
can't afford to ball and
Right.
lodging for 30
Right.
days. So the lodging was cheap, but everything over there is cheap. So it didn't
Right.
make me
Right.
think, it was any different.
That's
So
true.
I get there and I'm like, okay, they said towels, but where the washcloths?
Okay.
Okay, I need a washcloth. I can't shower with a
Right.
towel.
Right.
Okay, where's this? Where's this? You got this, you got that. So it's just a whole different world over there.
Okay.
So I asked the guy, so the maid checked me in
Okay.
because the host wasn't there.
Okay.
So I'm telling him like, hey, the ceiling is leaking. It's leaking over the shower. It's leaking over the toilet. I wash my face, hot water, and then it turns cold. I can't take a cold shower.
Right.
These are things that we're used to over there. That's just the norm.
Right.
So I was like, can you come? Yeah, I was like, can you come back here because there's black stuff on the wall.
Okay.
So I knew what it was. It
Right.
was mold.
Right.
It was mold. He
Right.
wouldn't come back.
Right.
So I got there 9:30 at night. So by the next morning, he had texted me and
Mhm.
said, if you don't leave my property, I'm gonna call the police.
What?
I hadn't even seen that. I was walking to go get me something to eat. I didn't even know what was going on. So when I saw that, I had to run back to the room. walk down this long little street, grab my stuff, find somewhere to go, and I went next door and they had a smoking property. Can't stand smoking, but I had to find somewhere to go. And that was my first 48, 24 hours in Bali.
Why did he ask you to get out the property?
I told him, I said, if you don't get back here and take care of these leaks and this
Oh,
cold
oh,
water
wasn't
and
happy.
this black stuff, and
Yeah, he
he
wasn't.
said, I need you. Yeah.
What?
First 24 hours. I was so tired, so upset because I was solo. I didn't know what
Hey,
to do or who to turn. I was so I just but I prayed. I prayed so hard.
yeah.
And that was my first day
Wow. And so
in
when you
Bali.
got to the second day to the new hotel, then what happened?
It was nice, but I couldn't take the smoking. Couldn't take the smoking.
It was a smoking hotel.
It was a smoking hotel.
Okay.
It was nice. That was a better situation for me because I could go and I could talk to somebody
Right. Right.
because it was right there on site.
Right.
So it was nice. The water would spill over to the bathroom because they don't really have a separation of
Okay.
shower and bathroom. So if it's too low, it'll spill over. So I
Okay.
had like the trash can. I was trying to put the trash can up to the shower curtain. I was like, "Hey, wash the shower curtain because it looks a mess." I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, it's a bug over there. Is this? Is that?" And I had a bug on my face. Now I'm from the ghetto of DC. I ain't never had a bug on my face.
Right.
I had a bug. I was
Girl,
like,
you was at
uh, uh
easier, honey. Welcome to the
I was like, "Oh no, what is this? What
goodness.
is this?" Oh my gosh,
Wow.
it was yeah,
So then,
yeah.
okay, my next one. Okay, so after that hotel, did you get another one after that? What happened?
I'm reading some. I'm trying not to read these comments because I'm getting distracted.
Yeah,
You
don't
know
worry.
what?
Don't read them.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the sign was, but you can't just up and just go home because that would have cost me. It cost
No, no,
thousands
not
to
go
get there
home.
by plane.
Like another hotel in Indonesia.
No, no, no. I was reading some. Okay, I'm not gonna read the
Oh,
comments,
oh,
but right. But I wanted to go home the next day.
oh.
You
Okay.
can't just up and just go because that's a whole nother. Yeah, it don't really work like that. That would have been a lot of money and a lot of it can't. Yeah, it wouldn't have been that easy.
Yeah.
So it was fine there. So the next place I went to, you can't get up to the room by car. So
Oh,
you have to take a scooter. I'm not a scooter type of chick.
right,
I'm not, especially without a helmet.
right,
I'm not. So
right.
you had to take the scooter up and down. So I had to depend on them to take the scooter up and down, up and down. So it's like
Okay.
this little narrow street, and two scooters would go up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm just like, okay,
Uh,
this is just what in the world is going on?
ah,
I was like, this is not. I'm like, oh my god. So the one, I'm trying to figure out which place. One of the places I because you would hear a lot of roosters crowing. So
okay.
I went for peace and quiet. You would hear dogs barking,
Yeah.
roosters crowing, construction's going. It was quieter at my home than it was on vacation.
Oh no.
So I was like, so one particular place, I was dreaming that I was laying on my face. I was praying.
Okay.
I woke up at 7:30 that morning to something felt like it was shaking the glass doors trying to get into my room. It was the second earthquake. I didn't know about the first one. This was the second earthquake that I had experienced. Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
that was at
that
the
you
yeah.
experienced an earthquake while you were there. Okay, I'm glad I asked you to tell me first. Okay. Oh my lord. Okay.
It was the right. And then the one of the places I um I gave my food to the guy and I
Okay.
was telling him to put it in the tray because the language barrier is very difficult when there's a language barrier. So I was pointing telling him to put the food in the refrigerator.
Hmm.
So I get back to the room. I am hungry. I'm calling the lady like, "Hey, I need a scooter. I need a scooter." She turns her phone off. So I had to grab a random scooter. I don't like that because I like every ride to be documented. So somebody know what happened to me. They'll know, where to turn
Right.
to. So I get to the room, starving, starving, starving. So I get there and I was like, "Where's my food?" They said, "Your food isn't here. He threw your food away." Now I know he ate my food. He threw my food away. So I'm running through my luggage trying to find what I can eat. I grabbed some almonds, I grabbed some oatmeal, I grabbed some whatever I could eat, and I was stirring my oatmeal with my eye pencil because I didn't have a spoon.
Oh my.
I,
That you need to have talked about Bali. You need to have a story.
It
Wow.
was just, oh my! In one place, that the cats and dogs would be sitting on the table and sitting on the chairs, and I'm like, I can't eat here. I can't. When I tell you,
Like
it
a
was just.
restaurant?
No, they was at the hotel, but that's where they serve food.
Oh my God! Not the cats and dogs sitting on the
Uh,
table.
On the, I'm like, I can't eat here. I
Oh,
can't eat here.
it's Bali.
That's the place,
Like what?
right? And that's the place. I'm trying to keep my places together, but that's the place that I was riding back, and I heard something hit the ground, but I didn't pay attention to it
Uh,
because it was getting dark. Because it gets dark there early, so I don't want to be out there by myself when it's dark. So I
oh,
heard something hit the ground.
it dark.
I didn't pay it.
What time you would say it get dark?
Maybe 6 or 7.
Every night?
So I missed out because I'm like, I'm not going to be out here up and down these streets
Right,
by
right,
myself. So I
right.
missed out on a lot of events. But when I heard something hit the ground in the taxi, I didn't pay attention because it was getting dark. The driver was lost. So I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm not used to driving with other people because I'm here. I drive a lot. I don't catch a lot of taxis or what have you. So when I realized when I got to the room, what had hit the floor was my phone. I
Oh,
left my phone in the taxi. So
oh,
I'm like, I said, look, I said, okay, God, what I'm not gonna do is go crazy up. Okay, I said before I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna have my phone. So I talked to the host. He don't understand English. He called his son. I'm talking to my neighbors, like, hey, can y'all call somebody? Can you call somebody? Can you help me? Can you help me? So by the time midnight came, and that song that talks about late in the midnight hour,
yes.
they
Late
were calling me,
hour.
and they had my phone.
They
I
broke
didn't have my
your
phone for
heart.
5 hours.
Okay, good.
But I couldn't go back without my phone. That's why I don't do a lot the day before a trip. It was a couple of days before the trip.
Right.
I needed my phone.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh. I needed
Question is, uh, so basically you covered a lot of okay.
my
Would you go again or even consider living there? No, the answer is no. So we ain't got to alliterate on that. How
one
was
and done.
the next one? The next one is how the culture.
The culture, they when I say they are so nice.
Okay,
Oh my gosh, they are so nice. They're very into rituals.
okay,
I didn't dabble in any of the rituals. I always try to figure out how can I do that as a Christian, and I
okay.
was always unsettled with it.
See, that's
So,
I,
I was like,
if I'm
I
upset,
said, I don't,
get over there with that.
yeah, I said, I don't know. So I wanted to do the rituals. I wanted to do this, the water purification, the this, the that. So I was going to go to the temple. And when I was about to go to the temple, I was leaving to go to another hotel and the temple was closed.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? So I took a picture. And then as my driver got there, they opened the temple. I said, okay, it's not meant for me to do. I'm just going to take pictures and I'm just going to enjoy this culture. I'll just watch them from afar
Right.
because women can't enter into the temple if they're on their cycle. And to me, that
Really?
I don't, yeah, I don't think that's right because we're not unclean. We birth humans. We
That's
birth like,
a thing.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I don't like that, and it doesn't make men any cleaner
right.
because they got some stuff with them. So why are we? So I just don't like that whole thing. They have to dress from head to toe, even at the beach, even get in the water. But the men can kind of do whatever they want. And I'm not bashing the culture because
Oh,
that's them. That's how they live. But for me, I was just like, I don't think I want to take part. I'm just gonna watch it, and I'm just gonna be here, enjoying them. The customer service is off the chain. It's like nowhere I've ever been. It's
and
a shock when I come back here and have to deal with poor customer service.
did you feel safe as a black woman? Did you encounter with any other African Americans? That's one of the questions from the audience.
Um,
That's a good
I
question.
I felt safe, but it was hard because it was just me in the van. So
Oh,
I'm riding with strangers going places that I have no idea where I'm going. That's why I wanted the rides documented.
I'm glad you
Um,
for real.
yeah, the one guy I didn't feel safe when he talked about the police because now you're threatening my safety
Oh,
and my health. I
wow.
didn't feel safe at all. I hurry up and got out of there. I didn't know where I was going, but I had to hurry up and leave because I couldn't really voice my opinion a lot online because they have certain cyber laws, even
Right.
though I was telling the truth and I had pictures. I had to
Right.
wait till I got home to do the review to really talk about it. I didn't walk up and down the streets, at night. I tried to make sure I was back at the room, but nobody really bothered you.
Okay.
Nobody, everybody's doing their own thing.
Okay.
So I was okay. Didn't see a lot of black people. I saw some. It wasn't a lot.
So, okay, so for me, I see Bali on YouTube, people going to Bali and it looks so lovely and they make you want to go. So, what do you tell me now? Okay, I'm hearing your story, someone that, I feel very safe to tell me the truth. So, what do you tell somebody like me who wanted to one day go to Bali looking at this stuff on TV and your reality? How do you help me to make that decision?
I would say go there for maybe 2 weeks before you do 4 weeks or 6 months or 2 years or 3 years. Definitely go there first.
Okay.
But people who go to the resort side, they may have a different experience from me. They
Okay.
may not experience what I experienced. And a lot of times people won't tell you the truth. They'll
Okay.
tell you all it's paradise, is that, yeah, it's that. But however, there's another side to it too. So
Okay.
it just depends. I read the reviews for the hotels. Some of the bad reviews are all the way at the bottom. Some
Right.
of them have like a 4.5 star. I don't know how.
Mhm.
When you get to the bottom, you'll see like he had threatened another guy. If you steal something, I'm gonna call the police. This is not a high end hotel. Why are you complaining about mold? So you gotta really be careful where you go.
Okay. Okay.
You got to be careful. Yeah, I mean everything is cheap there. The taxis are cheap. The food is cheap. But when you get a cheap hotel, you never know what you're gonna get. So make
So
sure
when you say,
they have.
a cheap hotel, could you tell us like what price range was that? I mean, if you could.
So I would say it was like $20 a night.
Oh, wow, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah, but you think everything else is cheap over there. So
Yeah,
you thinking that that's the right. The food is cheap. The tax, everything is cheap there.
to go. You
But
think
other people,
that's like normal?
yeah, yeah. But other people who spend a lot of money, I heard they had issues too. But
Yeah.
when it comes to price with the hotels, like you got to really be careful because that price can cost you your freedom and your health.
Oh Lord, not your freedom.
Yeah, yeah. That police,
When
I
you
was not
say
messing because
when you say not your freedom, you mean like if you tell them off too bad, they might call the police on you.
well, he threatened to call the police even with me saying, "Hey, come back here and take care of this hotel."
Right.
So
Okay.
I can't say and do it so much
Right. 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 Right.
because
Right.
I'm still even with my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, go to the police. No, I'm not going to the police nowhere. No, no, I'm not going to no station.
We ain't
I'm
going.
not dealing with nobody's
No.
police. I'm not doing it. I've never been threatened. I'm gonna call the police on you. And I've lived in the DMV all my life.
Right. 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 Wow.
But other people may go. They may have a good time. They may want to live there. For me, the language barrier was too much. It was just too. And I'm in menopause, so I'm going through a lot already. For me, it was just a lot and too much to deal with. But other people may go. They may be fine. They may love it. They may, I got the best massage of my life.
Oh.
After 60 minutes, I said, add on 30. Can I put you in my luggage and take you home?
Okay.
Because, oh my gosh.
Okay. So that was going to be my next question. So, what was out of all of the 30 days? I know you shared these things with us. It had to be something that just struck you, and it was the massage.
It was a massage. I've never had a foot bath before.
Okay.
It was a massage. It was the people customer service. They stand up, they greet you. You can tell they want your business. I bought from a few people just because their customer service was good.
Right.
It was just, and plus I wanted to support them. The
Right.
waterfalls were so beautiful. I didn't stand on the rocks because I can't swim, and
Right.
that's just not my thing.
Right.
But I took a picture of the waterfall. The beauty of the place is just, it's just so beautiful. It
That was
was so peaceful.
worth
It was just, yeah, so nice. The food again was inexpensive. I ate a lot of American food.
it.
I
Okay.
don't really care for foreign foods. I don't go there for that.
Yeah.
But it was just, certain. It was just really nice. Every time I had a nice day, that's when it would end with just disaster. Oh my God, what is going on? I prayed a lot
Uh,
while I was there,
okay.
but it's beautiful, and they're serious about their culture. Very disciplined about their culture. Yeah.
Now, do you suggest? I mean, you travel solo. Do you suggest someone not do that? Would you say don't do that?
Um. Well, I can't say don't do it because I do it all the time.
Okay, no,
But if
I'm
you
saying for
do,
the Bali, like, would you
well, no, I mean because you just have to be careful anywhere you go. Because
okay.
people would tell me, "Oh, this happened, that happened." That's this and that happened right here out my front door,
I know.
right down the street, right
Yeah,
around the corner. I
that's
mean,
the
things
thing.
are happening all the time.
Yeah, because I was born in Brooklyn, New York, so I know I say that same thing. If I've survived Brooklyn, New York, baby, I can go anywhere.
Right,
So
things are,
I
but you have to be careful.
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, yeah,
We
be careful.
we
Make sure you know the
more we are more risky women when you raise in a city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You're risking every day of your life when you go outside. So
every day. But
every,
what you gonna do? Not live? I mean, so how long I'm gonna wait for somebody to travel with me? How long am I wait
right.
for a husband to travel with me? How long your
Yeah.
life is passing you by
Yeah.
while you're waiting?
Yeah.
Right. So be careful wherever you go.
Right.
Yeah, but enjoy life.
That's
Yeah, you gotta enjoy life.
okay. Well, that was my
Yeah.
question. Do you have something that you want to share that I didn't ask? Maybe I left something out. Um, you know, something that you would leave with the audience of overall of everything we talked about? Because I you answered all of my questions and then so I great. I'm just in awe because I just want to know about that Valley trip.
Yeah, it was an experience to remember. When I say the good,
Okay.
the bad, and ugly, yes. So, I mean, I would say whatever your goal is, whether it's to travel,
Mhm.
travel solo if you have to travel solo. If it's to become an author and a speaker, make it happen.
Right.
Now, I did spend, a nice little coin,
Yeah.
but I'd rather say I spent money on an investment or my dream
Right.
than say I went out here and I blew it gambling or what have you.
Absolutely.
So if it's something you want to do, because life is too short. When I
Yeah.
was away, I saw online that somebody that I knew, um, a friend of a friend that I kind of knew them because I saw them at different events. She
Yeah.
passed away, early 60s.
Yeah.
You would never think something, but life is too short.
Yeah.
Young people
And it's
are
life.
leaving this earth.
It's life and too.
So if it's something that you want to do, if it's
Do it.
whatever it is, create a
It's
business, if you want
so
whatever,
you could go outside
do it.
and take the risk. That's it.
Right.
Right.
Right. Do it. Do it. Be careful, but definitely do your research. But don't let life pass you by because you're waiting for something to happen. Wait, no, I retired early. I couldn't wait for 60. I went to Bali for 30 days. I couldn't wait until it was perfect. I went, but at least I can say I've gone. I have the experience. I can tell people the good and the bad. And
Right.
then they can make a decision from there. And then they can learn from my experience. They don't have to go through
Right.
what I went through.
Right. Exactly.
So, and that's what my pain and purpose situation is. Don't hold back because you could be saving somebody's life. Your story could save somebody's life.
That's true. That's
So, but
and
I
that
appreciate you, and I appreciate the guests as
yeah,
well, and all the comments. I'll read them later.
absolutely. I say viewers, I love this channel right here for sure. It is just I always get great views come in, and it's a new channel. Actually, I only had it 3 months. It's my hair channel.
Okay,
Because I'm a hair salon owner of 38 years. So this I started 3 months ago, but it is a phenomenal channel. I got three channels on YouTube, but this channel right here is it. And so I wanted to bring you on here because I knew that the viewers would be nice and kind, because it's enough for me to talk about hair and stuff. And like I told them, I do more than hair. I
right,
know me as just who I am. And so this tonight is letting them see the other side of me. And I love
right,
doing people who you think you small, but you're big. And I
right,
probably think you big, and that'll be good too. But I just like to bring out the people who don't really, I would say, get recognized or told you're
right,
amazing or told I love you. I thank you for what you're doing with the community. I just love you as a person. We don't get that often. You know what I mean?
right. We don't.
It's lonely
Hmm.
top. And I'm not, and when we say the top, we don't mean we rich and millionaires and all that. It's just sometimes lonely when you are the type of person who step outside the box. When you the type
Right,
who take risks, when you become an author or you might become a businesswoman, you're gonna lose some people along the way because they think
right,
how they think. I don't even know how they think, but feel, you know what I'm saying? Because I've
right,
let people go along the way. So,
right,
I like to, and I can use myself. I don't get, the compliments or the acknowledgments that sometimes I like to hear.
right.
I've said, God, I'm going to use my platform to do just that. And so,
Right. Well, you're awesome.
and
Thank you so much.
thank you. And I just love you for saying thank you to come and let me interview you in front of my people. And this is the world. YouTube is the world. This video is gonna be up forever. Like even when I'm gone, this video is gonna be up. So the next
Right.
and everyone, Regina Miller, everyone. Y'all know we are two women who are striving every day. And guess what we're doing? We are showing up for us every day.
Right.
Showing up for her.
Every day.
And that's the same thing we're going to leave with you all tonight. So I thank and I love you, sister. And
Love you. Thank you.
for next January, come back and do it again because I
Okay.
have full strangers. It'll be like a what is she doing now? She'll be like, well, what is she doing now? What am I doing now? So because
Right.
every day we life and life is life.
It is. And
And
it's a blessing.
so much. And thank everybody for participating and hitting that like
Thank
button
you.
good tonight. And still I stay in touch with you. And thank
Okay.
you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
I needed that because I'm somebody who I had Bali on my my list, that bucket list.
Right, right. We can talk. Yeah, still do
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we
still
can
go.
definitely talk. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you so much and God bless you. And God bless
And
everybody.
same to you.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.